What's going on, everybody? Mike with KeenGamer here, about to do some Technomancer Let's Play. Probably give you guys about about an hour right here in this video of some play. I've put in a little bit of time into my first run already. Got into it a little bit, but I'm gonna start a new game here. And we'll run it on normal difficulty. Try to prevent all the dying.
At the source of all life, there is water. On Mars, where it is rare, water is a source of conflict, struggle, and death. Since the turmoil, there have been unending wars, fought over the possession of clean water. We are the forgotten children of Earth, trapped in this red, barren wasteland. Here, hell is not a concept, it's our reality. And the reality is that every drop counts. Then there were the unfortunates, caught in the full power of the sun's radiation, forced to deform, mutate into unrecognizable monsters. The others, the ones who remained similar to our ancestors in likeness, hid under massive metal shells, governed by water corporations. But in the slums, people's lives aren't worth much more than the mutants. And I would know. That's where I spent the first 10 years of my life, under the boot of the Vori. Of course, in despair, there is hope. Some have begun to explore, travel even, from corporation to corporation, leaving their loyalties behind. We have organization, structure, and inevitably, politics. We have rulers, a people's assembly, and far removed from us, the Dowser, the inaccessible face of abundance. And finally, there's us, the elite protectors of the people, the spearhead of the army, my brothers and sisters who all share the same special gift. We are Technomancers.
Cue the character customization. Couple options here with the faces, not too much. Skin color. Not too many hairstyles, but enough to make your guy a little bit different. Let's run a bald guy. He looks pretty tough. And then the talents, we'll go for a little charisma. This game does have a lot of dialogue options in it where you choose how you want to react to any given situation. You know, sometimes you diffuse other altercations that could happen, or you just persuade someone to do what you want. In Constitution, we're gonna give ourselves a little bit more health right out the gate.
Ahoy, Zachariah.
Scott, you came.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sure, my memory isn't what it... But I remember to write things down on my calendar. I do sometimes forget where my calendar is. Anyhow, I knew your last cadet mission was today. Any nerves? If it's any consolation, you look more than fit enough.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Yes. Healthy flush of the skin, no rapid eye movement. You don't look stressed out. Very well, I won't bother you anymore. Oh, but if I can bother you, just a moment. I recently acquired a batch of materials that can improve your gear. It's not much, but I thought you'd like it. Still can't believe you're going to be an officer soon.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Scott. Means a lot.
Ah. I fear we've dilly-dallied on pleasantries. Your master, Sean, waits for you in the courtyard. So stiff, that one. I fear his spine is concocted from steel. A spine prosthetic. How interesting. Why
Lame joke.
Oh, and stop by the clinic and come shoot the chit-chat. No, that's not... Just don't be a stranger. If you feel ill or need a hand, come see me. I'm always glad to help. Good luck, my boy.
Thank you, Scott. Will do. I promise.
Well, let's get to our prosthetic metal spine guy. Here's the crafting station where you can upgrade your weapons, your armor, or you can build usable items, of course. Health injection, of course, is what's going to be used to heal you when you're in combat. The game does have an outside combat health regeneration system, which is really nice, and you can even upgrade it to where your health regenerates quicker outside of battle. Focus injection will be what, you know, when you use Technomancer abilities with the electricity, you know, regardless of what electric ability that is, and I'll get into that later of the actual different skills you can have regarding that. But focus injection is what will regenerate that while you're in combat. I'm pretty sure it just regenerates almost just like health when you're outside of combat, but in combat when you're using it a lot and you run out, that's what you're gonna need. Exploding traps will be a lifesaver, and also I'll get into that at another time. Each weapon that you upgrade, as you'll see, it has like multiple different positions that you can upgrade. As far as like the gun that you will get in the rogue fighting style, it'll only have one, so you'll have to just pick and choose like which upgrade you want. You'll see the different levels. Obviously in the bottom left over there you'll see electrical debris and metal components, obviously the things you need in order to upgrade it. You can't throw on more than one of these on a single section that needs to be upgraded, but as you level up and you unlock your other upgrades and stuff, you'll be able to obviously put up more of them. Like level 4 damage, you know, obviously better than level 3 and blah blah blah. And then the armor, I don't really have, oh I do have some. Again, you know, you have the couple different spots that you can upgrade, and each spot will have one, of course, but just pick and choose what works best for you at the time. Alright, let's go see this guy.
Fucking Mancers. Every time they come around, something new is... Oh shit.
Zachariah, today, as you know, marks your final mission as a cadet. I trust you are prepared.
Of course, Master. Ready, willing, and able.
And a little nervous. Normal and expected. That's why I have gathered together your usual instructors to allow you to warm up and prepare. It's for you to ace the tests for each fighting technique. Prepare yourself. And once you are ready, join me at the station. From there, a train will take us to the mission site.
Thank you, Master.
Very obedient. Just need to come over here and talk to this guy.
Hey, heard from Captain Sean you're heading out to the station. You leaving now?
Yep.
Yep, already ready.
Halt! Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
Look at this piece of shit. Well, what do we have here? Road trash seems lost, don't it? You forget we don't want your kind around here, trash. Move your sorry ass out of here.
Intervene, dude, intervene.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to speak. Did I? You useless piece of shit. Why would I want to hear what you have to say? Waste of space. Please.
And this is the army we work for.
Shut your mouth and just fucking die. Corpse will feed the rats. At least then you'd have a purpose.
Such a waste of life. A waste of space. Am I right? A rogue is a Zach, right? You can dress him up, but...
Fuck off, Alan. Before I...
Zachariah, we're leaving. Certain people are graduating to the rank of officer today.
You got lucky, dude.
Well,
Got lucky.
aren't even worth the expense of their time or energy. Let us be off to more remarkable things. Zach, we are heading for the dome. It was built by the first settlers, the relic itself.
And what's there for us?
According to reports, looters, who in our interest, it would be best to keep out of the dome.
You gotta keep an eye out for crates like this around the game, because this is gonna be majority of your looting right here.
Can't go through here.
Can't go through here. Alright. Also, one more thing that I'll note real fast before starting is the game's brightness does have some faults with it. I'll go to the settings real fast. If you go to the brightness, you'll see where it says barely visible, visible, clearly visible. If you were to adjust it, for me barely visible is right here. Way too dark. Way too dark. And I even have trouble navigating the maps within the cities at times. So what you want to do is bump that up a little bit. Make it easy for you to see around where you're going.
Zachariah, do you remember your first lesson?
On the scarcity of life?
Indeed, the very one. Kill a fellow unfortunate and, in this hell, only the more alone we will become. Disable the looters, but spare their lives.
He says spare their lives because after you end up killing them, or I guess not killing them since you spare their lives, you're gonna have a chance to either loot their body or drain them for serum. And serum is what will be used as currency in the game, whether it's to upgrade or to buy stuff from merchants. So it's a pretty universal form of currency. When you're in combat, you're gonna have a couple different options of fighting style. Right now I'm running with the warrior class, which gives the staff, and it's good for area damage. It's good, you know, when you have a mob of people attacking you or whatnot. You gotta be careful. They're quick to counterattack. But I'll run through a couple different classes and speak on it, you know, during the combat that'll come up. Gotta keep dodging it. One other thing you can do with this is you can electrically charge your weapons. Obviously they'll dish out more damage. Dodge is going to be your best friend with this class. And as far as the rogue class that I'll do next, I'll do the rogue class next. You'll see that dodging for these two is very important. And here's where you can either search them or drain them for serum. Like there, I still got serum from them. Search him, some more serum. Some serum. Now if you were to drain serum from them and kill them, see we got 6 serum versus I think the 3 that we got, but our karma did go down. The next class that I'll show you guys, I'll do the rogue. This one you'll have a dagger and a pistol.
We encroach our destination. Take note that enemy forces lie in wait. There, the rocky outcrop. Scale it and report back your findings.
Like I was saying, the rogue class, you'll have a dagger and a pistol with you, and so the pistol of course will be good for range. The only drawback of it right out the gate is that it does take cooldown to use, but like you see right there, it'll break their charge, put some damage on them, knock them back. You can put in some counter attacks as far as that, like that. He didn't even get an attack off. Search for him. Some more serum. You can also go stealth mode for the PlayStation 4. It'll be the L3 stick. I'm sure it'll probably be the same for the Xbox, and I'm not really sure what it would be for the PC, but you can sneak up on them. You can, you know, later on it'll give you an option to pickpocket them or whatnot, but stealth attack, put some damage in them, get some shots off. The rogue is my favorite. I think the rogue would be my favorite fighting style. Maybe the guardian, which I'll do next. Let's get down there, man. Alright, really fast before proceeding, I'll do this level up. you have 4 different skill trees you can go into. You have the warrior, the rogue, the guardian, and then your technomancer. As you saw earlier, when I electrically powered up my weapons with technomancer ability, it didn't require me to come out of one of these 3 fighting styles. So technomancer abilities are basically a 24/7 thing. You don't have to choose to run with it. You don't anything like that. They're I guess you can almost think of them as like passive active abilities, where, you know, regardless of what you're using, and you can go into upgrade these different ones. I'll go with the rogue, of course. I really like the gun. And then later, after I explain guardian, you'll see why I like that one as well. Here, you know, go into more details. Upgrade slash, increase damage, so and so. And then when it branches, it'll give you 2 different sides to go through. You upgrade your thrust and dagger, and which will eventually give you poison damage. On this side, it'll give you your gun upgrades. Upgrade shot lets you perform another action more quickly after gun attack. Guns overheat more slowly, meaning you get more shots off. And then increases damage caused by guns by 10%. I will probably, in my first run I did this as well, and I did like it. It did make a big difference, where I upgraded here and worked my way through the gun upgrades. In order to finish the upgrades for, you know, whatever specific action you're looking at, so where I would come here and upgrade the gun actions, I will have to upgrade all of these to get to these ones, where it's 10% chance of poisoning opponents with gunshots, explosive shots, all of that stuff. And then the guardian, you know, the guardian class, right before I do get into it, I guess I'll explain it a little bit. You have a mace in one hand and a shield in another, and, you know, of course, I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. There's not too much variety as far as switching those or interchanging what exactly you carry with that. I'll quickly just upgrade the rogue. And then earlier, I don't know if you really got a chance to see these when I was in the character customization. You have 6 options here. You'll get these talents. Not too commonly. It says next point level 5. So I mean, you got to do some leveling up to upgrade these. There's not too many options. You have charisma, which increases your chances of speaking with people, whether it's merchants, companions. You have science, which I'm pretty sure, success in dialogue science, okay, regarding that. Life regeneration outside of combat, for companions. And then you got crafting, exploration, lets you get through different doors that you need, and it says ingredients from dead creatures. Traps and lock picking, when you see the boxes that are there, and then let you set down traps faster, because sometimes those can be a pain in the ass how slow those are to set, but you just got to get you some space. And then stealth. The stealth system in this game is it's hit or miss, kinda. You know, I think it's a little OP regarding how much you can sneak on them. I'll also show you an example of that soon, how much I can just run around them in stealth before they notice. And then of course you have the attributes and stuff, where you do strength, agility, power, and constitution. Power, I've only seen this for power so far in my first run, where you need certain levels of power to equip different equipment. So that'll be something to debate about. Alright, let's get to this objective. And then when I run into these next enemies, I'll be running in the guardian, the guardian class. It's really nice, the fighting styles. You just switch it on the fly, you know.
There are looters gathered at the dome's entrance, a lot of them, but they're not equipped to be more than a nuisance.
Take care nonetheless, Zachariah. That guard there, separated from his group. Sneak on him and the battle will be easily won.
Let me see if I can show you how a little bit easy the stealth system is. Alright, and then so I will run in the guardian. Sometimes I don't even feel like it needs stealth to see if I can get away with running. Oh yeah, no, he heard me run. My weapon is still electrically charged. I don't know when exactly that will stop. I mean, I'm sure it uses the focus just like anything else. When I've played before, it just kind of went away. Never really stuck around this long. But alright, now into more details of the Guardian style. Like I said, you have a mace and then you have a shield. And the shield, it's a real lifesaver, and you can even sit here. It'll block multiple attacks. You can get hit over and over again. No health, no health consequence from using that. You never start losing health. Let me get in between them here. It'll even deflect from multiple, directions of attack, So it's a little bit OP. Like maybe it could be like a way. But if you keep shield bashing them too, you can put them in a corner and it'll just, you just wash and repeat with that one. But that takes away from the game a little bit. If you counter right, of course it'll give you, it'll knock them back and stun them a little bit. Let's go help him out. There's not too many different animations regarding the attacks that you do. Regardless of what class you're running, they're all pretty much the same. The roll will look the same. The block will always look the same when you knock them back. Search them. Then the blocking will always knock them back. And when you dive in to make an attack, it'll basically be all the same. I'm gonna switch back to my rogue style, get a couple shots on them, make my job a little easier. And then, when the gun overheats, you gotta let it cool down. The rogue is the quickest as far as attack styles. The warrior, when you're running with the staff, will be pretty quick. You can do some spinning attacks that'll hit multiple times, but generally the rogue will be the fastest with the dagger. Like I said earlier, the pistol will disrupt their attacks many times, whether they're charging or inside of an attack. If you're unlucky, they'll still hit you though, but it's stubborn. Alright. I won't go through all the drama of searching all of these. I'm gonna take these guys out with rogue class. There's a guy down here with a gun, and when you come across the ones with the guns, you'll find that it is a lot more difficult, especially when they have help, just like that gunshot right there. If you're not careful about it and you're not paying attention to dodge or anything like that, then it'll get the best of you. I'm gonna switch to... Oh, okay, no, I already switched to my Guardian, so I can use my shield. I'm about to go down a little bit. And a quick death right there. I didn't quick select my health to a bar. I would have had to go into a different menu. It slows down the menu a little bit though. So if you are in that mistake, you can quickly select it to something, but I should have had it pre-prepared. I'll quickly show you guys selecting the health to a quick select option, and then I'll fast forward through these bad guys, get right back to where we were. Right here, you'll bring up this menu. You have your Technomancer abilities, your combats, your items, and as far as this, what you'll do is you'll bind it to your quick select options down there in the bottom left, where you see my electrical charge is for square, and my electrical like amp. I I don't know, charge, attack, I don't know what you want to call it, is with X. I'll show you that too on this raider right before I fast forward to where we were. But you have 4 quick select options, and you can put anything that you want in it. You have a flashlight, which I haven't used yet, which I thinking back on it, maybe it would have helped with the brightness problem. Don't really, I know, because I did use it one time, I didn't really see much of a difference. But here I got 2 focus injections, I have health injections, and here's your exploding traps. And obviously, I mean, you have 4 quick select options, you have 3 things right here that you could quickly throw in there. If you were to try to throw in 2 Technomancer abilities on top of that, it's just not going to work. So it does take a somewhat strategy as far as what you want to put in there. Health injection though, I'll bind it to circle. We'll back out of here. I'll show you this electrical charge attack really fast, and then I'll fast forward. If they're coming at you, it'll stun them. It'll, you know, sometimes, especially when upgraded, they'll just go into a taser effect with it. But alright, I'll fast forward through all of this mess for you guys again. Get back to where we were. Alright, so we're back here at the spot right here with all the enemies. right here, and I have the health quick selected still to my circle button, just in case. Hopefully, I can prevent that from being a situation, but those bullets. Here's the gun guy. He will just non-stop shoot bullets at you. I'm gonna try to narrow these guys down a little bit, and then try to get the gun guy one-on-one so I can show you how good the shield is against guns as well. He cannot kill me well. Kind of stay on the other side of the boxes somehow. He's getting me. Where's my backup? Just keep an eye out on when he shoots his gun. Alright, so 3 shots and he has to reload, so it gives us a little bit of time. Alright, see, sometimes you can just get caught in the thing. I'm gonna quick select my health injection. It should heal me all the way, but it doesn't. Okay, a good amount of health though. Here, let me switch to my guardian. Let me show you how effective this blocking is. All of them. Ah, we're supposed to only have 3. See if I can get him in a shield bashing chain right here. That's so cheap. I feel bad. Oh, but at least he doesn't kill me. The electrical weapon can stun them as well. Again, not too many different animations as far as attacks. And we have another level up. I don't know if you guys noticed, but right above the health bar will show your guys' experience. And I'm just gonna keep going in the rogue. And in 2 more upgrades, you know, I'll get the guns overheat more slowly, which will give you. It's amazing how many more shots it'll give you. Right now, I can probably get about 3 or 4 shots off before it overheats. After upgrading that, I'll be able to get another 3 or 4, and then increases damage. So that's what we really want to shoot for. It's a shrimp, man. These things are really low health, and because there's a lot of them, I'm gonna go warrior just to take them out. Usually these kind of enemies, and I'll run across some more in time, but usually these enemies you can just 1 or 2 smacks will knock out a whole group.
With that, there is no doubt. I worry about you and care for your happiness. Once you become a technomancer, this door, it is the same as that in our chapel. Accessible only to the combined energies of 2 technomancers.
And here is where we'll find a bunch more walking shrimp. So I'll stick with the warrior class just to knock them out. They're one hits.
What exactly, Master, is
there will be a bigger one if you see him over there on the left. He will shoot poison at us, so we need to be careful of that. But he's not much stronger than the rest of them. He's just shrimp after all.
Presence is a danger to the relics. We must seek out their origin.
The little parkour around here. Bring up the map. Bring up the map. No, bring up the map.
This is the main room. The console over there. Activate it and heed its.
Just cut him off.
Witness registration, March 17th, 2076. Subject 12. The subject appears acclimatized, pulse elevated but steady, unaffected by any visible health concerns. James, how do you feel?
Great! So alive! My heart's racing, and I feel like I can take on the world. And I'm being honest here, it's a bit overwhelming.
Subject's self-report is consistent and substantiated with our measurements of human other subjects, all of whom produce EEGs indicating activity levels acutely higher than any ever associated with a human not subjected to mutation. The only adverse side effect, it appears, is the near tenfold increase in corporeal and cerebral electricity. Dangerous levels that will necessitate the urgent invention of a device capable of evacuating such surplus in order to avoid subject injury.
This man talking about technomancy, about mutations, as if I can't believe.
And yet it still might be so. This recording dates to the first settlers. Speaks of the first technomancers. Shocking, perhaps. Where did you think our abilities came from? A divine power?
I don't, but we have no physical signs of mutation, and I don't know any mutant that has our gifts.
And why should any of those things matter? Might not our mutation simply be of a different form? This brings us to the most important point. What you have seen unifies us, unifies the Technomancers. This secret must be kept from all other humans. If this information was discovered by, say, the ASC, we would become nothing but slaves. Our situation is already incredibly undesirable. We are not only isolated, but used as human bombs. Take a walk by the mutant pen in the slums one day. That is what our lives could have been. Don't be dismayed. I have been through this as well, so have all the other Technomancer officers in abundance. Knowledge of this revelation makes you one of us now, more so than your skills. But now is time to deal with the creatures infesting the dome. It would be a real shame if the installations here are damaged, for we will no longer be able to hold initiation trials here.
Yes, of course, Master. I haven't found an opening yet, so they must have breached lower in the dome.
Then that's where we must go. I will divert the attention of these creatures. At the base of the dome, we will find.
Alright, so I don't know if you guys caught on to it or not, but you know, they were just speaking on there about where technomancy itself started. And you know, of course, it's not some divine power. It's something that, you know, through science and research and stuff, they were able to develop. So knowing that, you know, and again, not to give too much away from the story, but knowing that Zachariah, the protagonist, he will continue on to like search for the answers, basically, for why everything is what it is. And and you know, it'll lead on to some people not wanting him to find the answer. You gotta basically just run and explore, run and find the answers to the past, you know. So basically the premise of the game right there. Knock all these guys out real quick. What you want to do too, and it's a little bit slow, is you want to be draining all of these for the serum in it, because the serum again is what is used as a currency in the game. I'll do a little bit of it, and you don't lose karma from draining serum from these guys, but I'll do it a little bit so that I can show you serum being worked at like maybe a merchant table, or upgrading your weapon, buying stuff and upgrading. One of the things that we're gonna need is electrical debris, I believe it is, for the gun upgrade as far as damage, and I'll take a look at that. There's a workbench. We're about to come up on a workbench coming up and stuff like that. I should be able to maybe work it. If not, I will find an electrical debris really soon and be able to throw that upgrade on it. Just ran up here for this chest real fast. So we did get another weapon, and we did get another health injection, which is good. But we did get another weapon. Oh, we have another attribute to place as well. As far as the weapon though, come on. And you can see where the damage goes up a little bit with it, and so we'll run with that. Increases chance of critical hit as well. I think we got some boots earlier. No? Thought we got some boots. So yeah, you just need to keep an eye out when you do receive any kind of items off the ground and stuff. There's not unless you come to the menu, it's not really gonna give you notification of it. We're gonna go over to the attributes, upgrade this. I'm gonna go with power level 1 so that we can eventually get to power level 2 and put on some weapons or some higher level gear that we'll acquire soon. Where's the workbench at? I know that there's one around here somewhere. It could be across the bridge though. Alright, here we go. So here's a workbench again. The health injection right here, if you look on the right, you'll see metal debris, 11 out of 1 needed, and then serum. You need 30 serum to make it. Which, with how critical serum is as far as a universal currency, I wouldn't invest in buying health injections too much unless you're playing on a harder difficulty, you know, like hard or extreme, and then you know you need to have a cache of health injections. The exploding traps is pretty good. I'll make one. You'll find some pretty often. I'll make one though for the fight that we're about to come up to right here, and then I don't think I found a metal debris or electrical debris yet. Still need to find some electrical debris. I'll upgrade the level 1 damage to the pistol for the rogue class, and again, drain serum. Drain serum. Drain serum. So we're gonna jump down here now, take out some more of these guys. I'll shoot them up a little bit. You can lock with the PlayStation 4 and assumably the Xbox as well. You can lock on them with the right analog stick. I should have shown you guys earlier. But when there's a group of them, you can lock on and you can actually change who you want to target as well. I'll show you guys on this group coming up right here. Dodge the poison, and he's dead. And he's dead. And he's dead. Okay, now he's dead. Alright, here's the locking and switching locks. You know, it's real simple. Sometimes it can really mess you up with it though. If they're coming from different directions, you know, your camera will spin around and stuff, I prefer not using the lock. Actually, it lets me have free reign of changing the camera around. I'll come over here. I think this may be the electrical debris, hopefully. Alright, well, we got 2 exploding traps. I should have expected to find that. But we have 3 now, which will make our job a little easier coming up. We just got some more shrimp down there. And let's jump on down here. Let's take out these guys again. They're not difficult, not very frustrating either. The game doesn't flood it with it. I'll show you at another time what poison looks like. You may see it come up here soon in a second though. Oh! Giant mutated praying mantis. Get that thing off of our screen though. Oh, I'll run in here. Let me try to, like I said, it'll slow down when you need to do this. I'll put this for the quick select right there. See if I can run it. It does take a little bit of time, but it looks like we got it up. As soon as he walks over it, you should set it off. Why are you not going off? What kind of crap is that? How are you not gonna explode on him, man? I need that. I need that. Alright, well, I guess we'll just get in here and start doing some work. Know thy enemy, man. Stay away from the front. Alright, that's what poison will look like on you. It's not too bad, I guess. Let's save the bullets for the big guy. He does this little sweep attack, which got me. I'll quickly use some help. Fire off some shots at him. I'm pissed about that exploding trap. Why is that not working? Let's see if that little shrimp will run over it. Come on, little shrimp. Come on, little shrimp. Come on, little shrimp. I just want to show what that does at least. Alright, well, let's get in here and do some more attacks while we wait. Very disappointing. I'll slap another health injection on him. Can't let it hit that leg though. Enemies can hurt your other enemies if when you come across people who throw grenades or anything like that. There will be a big white circle on the ground, and you'll be able to draw some enemies into there. So one more health injection. Probably the last one we'll need. And this is, he should do a little charge attack here. See if he charges up for it. Maybe his little prancing around make him feel sufficient enough right there. Okay, so he's almost dead. Trap still didn't work. I think he's just looking for me to charge. He's right over my trap though. How is that not gonna work? Oh, I think maybe the trap finally worked. Kind of finished him off right there. I didn't even see it. And that's why I'm just a recruit in training still. But we're about to see that my training for, I mean, since the guy was 10 years old, they said, I'll come to an end, and I'll be an official Technomancer finally. And rightfully so, because my guy's really powerful. Really good, really strong. He just gets knocked out by a praying mantis. At first.
You, who bore witness to the secret with your own eyes, who knows in your heart of hearts that the revelation that he bears is true, and who has understood that this knowledge could cast us into endless pits of despair. As you drink the sap of the world,
or pretend to drink it,
feeds our lives, abandon the one you thought you were, and instead become our brother, Zachariah Mancer. Together we have shared the water and secret. Can you swear to forever protect the knowledge of the earth and to dedicate your life to finding it again? To defend and protect our secret, even with the sacrifice of your life, if need be?
I swear.
Then welcome, my brother.
I know you must be troubled by what you've learned, and I assure you that it's no less troubling to me. But be proud of what you are, and know, no matter what, we are by your side. And that this initiation, as horrid as it may be, makes you forever our brother.
You showed the courage of lions beneath the dome, and for it, you have been made an officer. So I imagine, now that you no longer need my guidance, it will send me elsewhere, with the great and endless pride of having been your teacher over these few years.
The honor was mine, Master.
No, not Master. It's just Sean now.
Go. Take your assignment as an officer. Count the blessings you've amounted, those that allowed you to avoid the front thus far. Captain Eliza is waiting in the barracks. She's harsh, but fair. But before you find her, we all know the regulations. Technomancers get no leave from the front in times of war. So being here, I can't even sneeze without a report being written up. But you have a free pass. I need you to go to the exchange district for me. There's an itinerant merchant there who was supposed to arrive yesterday. Just meet with him. The merchants have no ties to abundance and travel among us like shadows. They hear things, whisper things, and pay people to forget they are there. I'm looking for information on any archaeological discoveries that could expose the Earthlings. Information that would help protect our secret. Ask him if they've heard of any such finds.
Yes, Great Master, as you wish.
Good, Zachariah. But take care that not a single soul knows what you're after. Not a single soul can hear your exchange with the merchants.
Well, thank you everybody for watching this first look at gameplay of Technomancer. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, check out KeenGamer.com, and we'll see you next time.